All right, good morning, guys. Back at it with another MLB DFS slate. The last couple of slates have just been brutal. I don't want to say like brutal. It's not like we've been getting like demolished, but a couple days ago we went with Strider, his like worst start of the year. Yesterday we went with Otani. You know, against Seattle, you would kind of think that he would have a dominant performance. Whatever. Milwaukee just didn't really get there. I mean, overall, it was kind of, and the thing about these massive slates that's annoying is you can like fade like the games that start right as a slate locks, and then those guys just go absolutely nuclear, and then you're trying to catch up, and it's kind of like you're screwed. Um, Anything else to recap about yesterday?
Um, I wasn't really on Houston all that much. Just like a middle tier stack for me, and they ended up going 14 innings with Cleveland. So, um, all those guys got there, of course, after all those at bats. Um, Pittsburgh was sort of interesting just because their price tags were all pretty fair, especially if you went like 5 through 9 or 4 through 9. Like Santana was in the 4 hole at 3K, Sawinski 2.9. Just like some good tags I was looking at before lock. But I had pretty much locked Soto, Tatis, Machado, and so it was really difficult to fit any other bats worth anything. When we also had Otani, so the play would have been to play like Montgomery or something in the 8K range, and then been able to play Pittsburgh or something.
I just hate these super massive slates sometimes, whereas today it's a smaller slate, it's a little more condensed. So speaking of that, let's just jump in. So right now, top pitcher, Eovaldi, Taj Bradley, Tristan McKenzie or McKenzie, whatever this guy's name is. I just know he's a Guardian and I hate him. And then it kind of drops off. In my opinion, you should only worry about these three guys as like your main priority. Do you agree? Is there someone else you're thinking? What do you think?
It's kind of tough below those three. Sandoval does have some talent. He also tends to get blown up. Just probably not going to play him if he's going to be like 15% owned. I'd rather just play one of the top guys. Jermaine, same thing. Rivalry game. He's caught cheating a couple times already. I just don't really want to roster him. Other than that, looks like Gore. I I don't like targeting Atlanta. He's a good pitcher though. I trust in Gore's stuff. I just not today. And other than that, I mean, no ownership really to any of the other guys. France not picking up any. Hawk 5%, I guess. I mean, Yankees are boom bust type plays anyway, so sure. But Eovaldi, Bradley, McKenzie, my priorities, they all project the best. They're all priced the highest. It just makes sense. If you go in ballpark pal, they're all projected within like 2 points of each other. I think I like Bradley the most just for the discount, but it's really close. I mean, he's playing at home, which is also a slight advantage. But Eovaldi has been absolutely cooking the last month. I would not talk you off of him. And McKenzie has got the strikeout goodies, so I wouldn't blame you for that either.
Yeah, it's just very weird because it's like I made a comment to you earlier. McKenzie only had one start. He pitched 5 innings, had 10 strikeouts. Now it's, oh, he's back. He's at 10-8. I hate the price tag, but he's good. So it's like I understand that. Like if he had like three or four more starts and he was somewhat consistent, if he stayed in like the 40s and 30s, I can understand that price tag. Bradley, he's been pretty good. He's gaining 11 per. So Eovaldi is projected for 21, Tristan McKenzie 16, Patrick Sandoval 13, Domingo Germain 12. Bradley 11. So the good thing about Bradley is, he's minus 1% leverage, but it's a more condensed of a slate. So it's like, I get that. But he's also one of the top pitchers on the slate at 10-1, gaining 11%, whereas you have Sandoval 7,500, and his numbers recently haven't been that great. He's getting 13%. Domingo Germain is getting 12%, and he's been caught with the sticky stuff. He sucks. I mean, he had that one game where he had like practically like a no hitter, but I mean, to my knowledge, it's his like only good start. And obviously, this will update a little throughout the day, but right now, Bradley looks pretty good ownership wise. Eovaldi has just been unfreaking touchable long leash, so that's kind of why I like Eovaldi more. But there's nothing wrong with Eovaldi, Bradley, or McKenzie.
Yeah, I mean, the game is pretty much a coin flip. I think, I mean, the last I checked, yeah, I mean, minus 113 for Tampa. So just pick whoever you think is going to win the game, honestly, because no one really knows. They're projected literally the same. I mean, Bradley is a little bit better strikeout stuff, but Eovaldi's a longer leash, more likely to get you the quality start. So, I mean, just pick your poison, honestly. Also, I cannot find McKenzie's price tag on DraftKings. I was trying to compare it.
Let's see if I can find it. I can't even tell you the last time I opened up the DraftKings app.
But Eovaldi is 11K on DraftKings, so same price. And Bradley's 9.3, so maybe it's a little more expensive on Fanduel than you would like, but that's usually how DraftKings works. Usually it's like a $800 to $1,000 difference. So, I mean, I don't hate it. I just can't find this Cleveland game on this app. But anyways, he's
Are
probably a
they
little
on?
overpriced, but he's fine.
Is he on like the later slate, the afternoon slate, maybe?
I'm checking
I'm
all the
can't.
slates and I don't see him.
I'm not going to even look
Yeah.
more into it. But yeah, Eovaldi, Bradley, McKenzie. Choose between those. Go with your gut. Have fun. So that's what this is all about: having fun. So top stacks right now, we got Atlanta, Milwaukee, who I despise, San Fran, Boston, Washington, Texas, and the list goes on and on. What are you prioritizing right now?
So I was running a few optimals earlier, and it's spitting out a couple Braves, couple Milwaukee. It's actually spitting a couple A's too, which is interesting. Um, yeah, I mean, if you play Sandoval, you can play whoever you want, but if you're playing one of the top guys, you're pretty strapped to play a couple 2K. I mean, like high 2K guys. Adamas at 3K again, I'm sure is going to pick up a lot of ownership. He just absolutely stinks for us. I think he's gone 0 for 4 / 0 for 5, like 7 slates for us, and
And
it's absurd.
we just put him on the banned list, and there might be a chance that he gets a redemption day.
You just know he's going yard today when we don't play him.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, Milwaukee's fine. I mean, you're playing Oakland, so whatever. Um, Braves are projecting the highest. I tend to think Gore can limit them a little bit, but obviously it's probably damn 85 in Atlanta. So, I mean, if I had to guess, I can pull up the weather real quick, but probably good hitting weather there. Maybe he limits him to 4 or 5, but maybe the bullpen gets rocked and the Braves put up like 8 or 9. Let's see. Yeah, it's 86 degrees in Atlanta, 80 degrees in Cleveland, 70 in New York, and then the domes pretty much everywhere else. So, I mean, pretty good hitting conditions all around. I don't really like Sanford that much. I mean, Hendricks has been bad. I just don't like playing in that park. Um, Boston looks fine. Like we said, Jermaine, pretty boom bust type guy. So if they can get to him early, maybe that works out well. Maybe a little game stack in Atlanta with Washington looks pretty fun. I mean, Schuster doesn't really have that long of a leash, so maybe they can get to him and then maybe put up 5 or 6, and if Braves put up 8, that's a pretty good game stack there. Texas, if you want the run support with Eovaldi, kind of makes sense. I don't really like anything else. I mean, Oakland kind of. I mean, Terrian, I don't know what he did to change his game up, but he is limiting everything right now. I don't really get it. I think the same thing for Hauser yesterday. Like, I can see some regression there. Maybe Oakland puts up like 4 or 5. So you have 2 guys to get there. I guess that would work, and their price tags are pretty favorable. So I probably cut off the stacks there.
Yeah, honestly, anything from the stacks tool that I shared, Yankees and below, I really don't like much. San Fran, kind of the same thing with you. I'm just not over them too much, and plus they've kind of screwed us over in the past. Whenever we roster them, they like don't do anything. I think like the last time they played at Coors, we were like, ah, screw them, we're not gonna play them or something, and then they just went insane. Or was it the other way around? Didn't we play them recently?
They dudded a couple slates, but the first slate that we didn't play them, they had like 10 because they were
That's
overpriced
right.
and we didn't want to play them.
So I brought up to you earlier that I kind of like Washington. Schuster, his best game was May 21st, 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 1 earned, got the quality start and win. Other than that, he's just been terrible. He's played the last time he played his first start of the season, Washington, 4 and 2/3, 6 hits, 5 walks, 1 strikeout, 4 earned. So he's seen this team before. So maybe, like on the flip side of that, it's maybe he kind of learned what to do and what not to do. But it's also, I can also see Washington be like, Atlanta, they're a good team, but not their best pitcher on the mound. So I kind of like Washington. They're 4.1% leverage score. Um, Atlanta, I do like. Mackenzie Gore is good, but he hasn't been great. I mean, what happened last time we played him against Philly? He did like okay. He went like 6 and whatever, but Milwaukee against Oakland, you can always target Oakland. The Braves, Brewers didn't look that great yesterday. I didn't even check the score and see if they won or lost, but I mean, they lost.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a blowout or was it like kind of close?
No, 5-2.
So I think that this can be a bounce back spot from Milwaukee to be like, you know what, they already took a game. Let's hopefully win this. Boston is kind of interesting against Jermaine, 4% leverage again. Um, Texas against Bradley kind of intrigues me, 2% leverage. You got Simeon and Seager on the other side. Josh Jung has been good. Jonah Heim, you got some good bats there too. So pretty much Atlanta, Milwaukee, Boston, Washington, Texas. Those are the stacks I would target. Whatever stack type you decide to do. If you do a 4-3-1, maybe do Milwaukee, Boston, Texas. Do something like that. It
Yeah,
also
and one other
depends on
guy
salary.
I'll mention is Jose Ramirez is on a bit of a heater, and he's 3,300. So just a good
Fuck
one-off
that
play, I
guy
think.
so bad. Hate him with all my heart. But he can mash the fucking ball, so he gets a pass. He's hit like 4 home runs in like the last 2 days. He had one yesterday and had three the 2 nights ago. He's insane. You want to do lineup generator or home runs first?
I got my home runs ready.
All right, go ahead.
Gonna go J-Rod against Sandoval. Hopefully he can do a little damage against some chalk. I mean, like chalk. I say chalk, but he's gonna be like 15%. Um, I like Mookie from the early games and Austin Riley.
So I'm gonna go with Ryan Noda which I'm assuming not many of you have heard of him. He plays for Oakland. He just projects out well. On the other side, I'm going to go Christian Yelich. I think he's due. And then I'm going to target Coors and go with Juan Soto. All right, so speaking of talking about lineups and shit, we're going to do the lineup generator again. Play on Fanduel. What are we thinking?
Yesterday a 4-4 got there, but let's go 4-3-1. You can do all lineups. Do you want to take a stand on pitcher? I'm okay with playing Eovaldi.
Yeah, same. That was going to be my.
Cleveland,
Okay.
Milwaukee.
It's trending on the chalky side and it's sort of optimal, as you can see. I actually don't mind this that much.
At least used all the salary.
Oh, nope, not happening. Sorry. So let's just click this a couple times and see. Okay. This isn't that bad either. Holy shit, look at that. So yeah,
I also despise playing Owen Miller. I feel like his ceiling is like 9,
no, I
but
agree. So yeah, what you can end up doing is if you don't like a lineup, you just click discard. It just generates a new one. I've never really heard of this guy, if I'm being honest with you, and he hit a home run yesterday just to screw us over. But
I do
then
like the other guys there, though. Oh,
did I just
yeah.
skip
No, you're
over it?
good. That one's contrarian. Boston.
So, so what I was doing is you can, damn, and it just spits out. So obviously we locked Diovaldi, so he's 100%. Our next highest guy was Tellez, so it's getting to, as of right now, a lot of Brewers, a lot of Cleveland, couple Atlanta guys. So yeah, this is a great way to, like, if you have like no time and you're just like, screw it, I'll just make a lineup with this, go for it. Take a stand on whatever pitcher, whatever batter, and just let it do its work. Or it's kind of like you can like study the lineups, look them over, and be like, okay, I kind of like this piece, I don't like this piece, and just kind of go from there. Um, think that's it, unless you have anything else to add.
No, I mean, just doesn't really look like a fun slate, to be honest, but make sure to check out our lineup about 15 minutes before lock. Check out Stochastic's tools in our description and like and subscribe if you haven't already.